Welcome to Warp Zone's Continue Countdown, the show where we debate and discuss 9 of the biggest news stories of recent memory in 30 minutes. I am your host, John Scalzo, and I'm joined this time by the busy Nicole Klein.
What up?
And for Parts Unknown, Adam Wolcott.
Parts unknown. I'm from
Parts
Arizona.
Unknown!
I'm from Arizona. What are you talking about?
Come on, run with it. Come on.
I'm from Death
Unknown.
Valley then.
There you go.
It's hot enough tonight. It might as well be.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, in this episode we want to draw your attention to the E3 Ring Circus, as the summer showcase of games is about to become the center of attention for everyone. Next week in Los Angeles, publishers and developers from across the world will get together to share their vision for the future of the game industry. And that's where we begin this episode of Continue Countdown, because the marketing departments of several major publishers had itchy trigger fingers, and they revealed some of their big E3 surprises a little early. For example, Mortal Kombat X, not 10, that was specified apparently by Ed Boon, from WB Games and NetherRealm Studios, was revealed with a stunning teaser trailer a few days ago. Adam, what do you think about Mortal Kombat X?
I think it's going to be pretty awesome, like every other Mortal Kombat game. I actually didn't watch the trailer because once I saw it was announced, I kind of went on blackout to not really know anything about it. But after Mortal Kombat, the last one was so good that at this point, if they make the Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the last one, just the whole story mode they do with Mortal Kombat and Injustice, I love that.
And I spent way too much time screwing around in the crypt buying stuff, and that game is a horrible time sink. I should actually not buy the next game.
No, come on. Who am I gonna play online with?
I don't know. You gonna buy a PS4 to play it?
Yes, I will.
Oh, okay.
Wow, really?
I'm going to buy a PS4 for Transistor, but, Mortal Kombat X is just
Transistor's
basic.
already out, bro.
I know!
Oh my god.
I have Transistor, bro.
I didn't buy it yet. I need to buy it.
Yes, I know. PS4, I gotta buy one. I know.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat X, come on. I'm sorry, I'm excited.
Well, you are.
Guys, yes, you guys know me. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fanboy.
Yes. It's
Mortal
part of your
Kombat.
DNA.
Nerd.
That's right. Yes,
So there are worse things.
I know.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of game that probably wouldn't have been a big announcement at E3. So why not show it a week early?
I don't know. I think it would have been a big deal.
Yeah, me too.
The trailer really is great.
That's true. It is.
I know you didn't watch it, but
it is multi-platform, so that's not as what's the word I'm looking for? Not as showy as an exclusive game would be.
Not a shaw.
Yeah.
And it's cross-generation, so that
also probably has something to do with it.
But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what else to say. I'm excited.
No, the thing we don't know enough about it to really get into it. We just know it's coming.
That's kind of the big thing with all of these like pre-E3 announcements.
Yeah.
Like there's just enough to get excited, but not a whole lot enough to talk about it.
Like this game exists. Wait till next week and we'll show you more. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, but there's supposed to be, new characters, a new storyline. I don't know.
Is Quan Chi going to be in the game?
Quan Chi was in the first one. I mean, not the first one, the last one.
Really? Oh, it's been a while since I played it. I don't remember.
Yeah, Quan Chi was in that one. This one's going to probably be
Does it have Striker?
It had Striker.
God,
Maybe the new one will have Striker, too.
I have to play the last one again.
Yeah.
I have to dig it out because I don't remember anything about it. Get ready. I play through story mode again.
Well, the story mode was just bonkers. Like that's kind of where I want to see where the next one's gonna go.
I'll tell you something that every fighting game that's ever made from here on out needs a single player mode like that, because that's what separates it from the multiplayer fighters. Because if it's just one-on-one versus a computer without a reason other than a cheap 20-second cutscene at the end, that's not going to work. You need a full-fledged story mode, and if everybody does what Mortal Kombat does, more people are going to play fighting games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it,
No,
I agree.
I know you agree. Yeah. Because, I play like Street Fighter and you get you fight through at Street Fighter and then you get a 30-second ending that doesn't make any sense because Japan. And then that's it. So why not have a really cool story? Mortal Kombat has, it can be kind of weird, but it has a lot of mythology to it. They can make a really good story around everything they've done over the previous 9 games.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to the story mode that they've come up with this time. That's the best part now. And who'd ever say that about a fighting game before?
I don't think anyone ever said that about a fighting game before.
Exactly.
Story is also important to the next pre-E3 announcement we're going to talk about, Homefront: The Revolution. Nicole, this one takes place pretty much in your backyard.
It's like in my house.
It's in your house. Did you recognize the street from the teaser
I
trailer?
didn't, but I really liked the cityscape looked pretty good, and there was that sign that was like Philly chicken or like something stupid. As soon as I put the trailer on, I was like, "Hey, look, Anthony, that guy's eating a cheesesteak and he's saying John." I think it actually looks pretty awesome. I thought the trailer looked amazing, and I'm excited to play in my own city.
Would you play it even if it wasn't set in Philadelphia?
I mean, it looks pretty freaking good. I don't know. I'm pretty interested in it. I don't know if I'd play it even if it wasn't. I think I would. Yeah, I think it looks pretty awesome.
I don't know. It's one of those things though. When you think about it, it's like, did we really need another Homefront game? The first one didn't really do well, though. Crytek's handling it, so it'll probably be a better game.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is under new.
Did really well.
And not enough to keep THQ alive. But
no, not enough to keep THQ alive. I don't think anything would be enough to keep. Yeah, nothing to keep THQ alive.
No, nothing unless like Saints Row sold 1 billion copies.
Right.
But or WWE. Anyway, I did play the first Homefront, and it wasn't really terrible, but it's still one of those games where it's like, all right, there's really no brand value to it. I don't really know why it exists, but yet it looks pretty cool.
Well, I mean, it was Red Dawn the game.
Right.
And it came out for, like a few months before the remake of the movie or something?
Oh, God, that remake
is
so bad.
So it was just horrible timing all around.
I'll give them credit. It's better than another game about Russians and Middle Eastern terrorists.
Yeah, that's true.
That's an improvement over that because, if we can't do binary domain robot shooting, we might as well shoot Koreans, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, binary domain shout out. All right.
That game's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That game is great. At least they're trying something different than just the usual. But it's still the same kind of takeover, America, fuck yeah kind of stuff. But it's one of those things that I'm way off on a tangent here. It's one of those games because early in the next gen, it's going to get more attention than it would have last time. So maybe more considered a reboot. I bet you it probably will be a reboot.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know how involved the storyline was for the first one.
There wasn't much of one.
There wasn't much. It really was just Red Dawn the game.
The Koreans have come, let's shoot them. That's pretty much it. You go down a corridor and shoot stuff. Cutscene. It's the typical game, basically. Crytek, I will say, if Crytek, if they can make the open world, which isn't they say it is going to be open world, that will probably change it up a little bit because a more open, we were talking last time about Wolfenstein, whether or not it would create more open world, more weird first-person shooters, and here's the next one coming right now.
We're fortune tellers.
We got lucky. We guessed right.
Speaking of fortune telling, in the last episode, I think we also talked a whole lot about Forza Horizon 2 as a possibility for this year. And guess what? Microsoft announced it for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, which I'm kind of surprised about because first parties don't usually do that kind of cross-generation stuff. Adam, what do you think of Forza Horizon 2?
I'm very excited. That first one was so good that, you know what? It's the thing. If they'd announced it just for Xbox One, that might have been what pushed me over the edge to buy one. But if it's for 360, now I can go, well, as long as the 360 version is competent, I'll just get that. It's the thing about making it multi-platform or different generations is that you're basically saying, you don't need to buy our new system. You can play it on this one. It depends. Obviously, we haven't seen enough about the game to know. But if the 360 version is up there, then it won't accomplish, at least for me personally, it won't accomplish what they want and get me to buy their next system. So, but I'm really excited about the game, actually. Yeah,
I'm kind of a little confused about what Microsoft is doing.
It'd be like Sony coming out and going, we're doing what's one I could come up with? Like we're doing Last Guardian, PS4 and PS3. You'd be like, well, even that's a little different because they did promise it for PS3.
Right.
It would be more on the lines of Gran Turismo. The next Gran Turismo game is for PS3 and 360 or PS4. At this point in time, it'd be dumb. It was bad enough they put GT6 on PS3. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you want to sell your hardware, you probably shouldn't do this kind of stuff.
I guess I'm just really surprised, like the way Microsoft, dropped the first Xbox, which I really wanted to call the Xbox One a second ago, but I can't.
It's OG box, I think.
OG box, that's what they're gonna call it. Yeah, they dropped it,
They dropped it like a bad habit.
Yeah, they did, and now they're supporting the 360 with cross-gen games. That just
I figured they would, but I didn't think they'd do it themselves. I figured it'd be one of those things where they would keep it open for other companies to make games, but not their own games.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when Sony is known, they support their old systems, and put games on PS3 or PS2 when the PS3 was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
When PS2 came out, they put PS1 games out, but they never made them cross generation. They never did that. They wanted people to buy their new systems. If they come out tomorrow or next week and go, here's God of War 5, and we're doing it for PS3 and PS4, it's going to get that same perplexing. Really? Why would you?
Yeah,
do
but
that?
what about The Last of Us that they're remastering for the PS4?
Well, that
I know
game
that's kind of backwards, but
yeah, that game came out on PS3 last year, and they couldn't cancel it and move it to PS4 because you'd piss everybody off.
Right.
So this is sort of a okay, maybe you didn't want to play this on PS3 because you weren't really going to play this game. A lot of
you
people
just traded in your PS3 to buy a PS4.
right, or you held off expecting the PS4 version possibly.
Right.
Now you can get it. And it depends. Maybe Sony will do the upgrade thing too. I don't know.
Well, I feel like we're at a really weird point because all these companies are doing all kinds of weird shit. Like, look at the Borderlands, the pre-sequel. They were like, well, we didn't feel like spending a year trying to figure out how to make someone walk on the new consoles. You know what I mean? So they're only releasing them for the old consoles, which is insane.
It's insane. Well, of course, we're a long way from the old days. I was thinking about that when they announced yesterday that Sony was stopping the PSP shipments over here. And I got to thinking about the PSP launch, and it had all these games that were exclusive on PSP, and it's like, you don't see that anymore. You just don't see... Now we see, a game like Watch Dogs a generation ago would never have come out on PS3 and 360. It would have been a PS4, Xbox One, and PC game only.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Times have changed, and people are so freaked out that the games aren't going to sell well. That's why you're seeing this, and it hurts their own bottom line because they're not making people jump to the new hardware.
Well, it doesn't hurt Ubisoft's bottom line. Watch Dogs just sold like 4 billion copies.
I know, really.
It was 4 million copies, but still.
Might as well. He probably hacked it to make it 4 billion. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it was a good decision for them because they know there's millions of old systems out there. But it just seems kind of perplexing to make a major game in Microsoft's first-party game, Forza Horizon, probably, unless they do announce Halo 2 Anniversary, that's probably going to be their flagship game, and it's not even only exclusive on their new system.
Okay, well, let's move on from cross-gen racers to a free-to-play melee kind of team-based thing from Bethesda called BattleCry.
Thing.
Thing. The trailer for this popped up a few days ago, and it looks fantastic. I mean, we don't have a look at gameplay yet.
God damn
but
it, John.
it looks so great.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things?
Yeah.
Well, tell us why we should have BattleCry, Nicole.
Because it looks amazing. This trailer is fucking outrageous. When you told me to watch it, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll watch it. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh my crap, that's amazing. I mean, even though it's just a cinematic and it's not actual gameplay, like, I would watch that movie if that was a movie.
Oh, I would totally watch that movie if that was
a movie. It was a 3-minute movie.
So I'm excited to see like what the actual game is going to look like.
Find that at E3.
Yeah, we'll find out at E3. But yeah, I'm not really a multiplayer, team-based kind of guy, but it looks so great.
Yeah, I kind of suck at those games, and then like every once in a while, one will come out, and I'll just be like, yeah, I'll play this into oblivion, and then I'll like be like, no, these aren't my games anymore. That's what I do. I think we should ask Mike what he thinks.
Yes, hiding there in the background is Mike Ryan. Say hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
There we go. That was.
I'm sorry. I'm
a
watching
joke that's 100 years old.
Yeah, I'm watching the BattleCry trailer right now for the first time. There's a guy that looks like the Shredder, so I'm on board.
He's awesome, right? That guy is amazing.
God. It does look really cool.
Don't you just love the two guys with handlebar mustaches just like wailing on each other with metal boxing gloves?
At first, I was like, is that the same exact character design?
Could be.
Who cares?
They're identical twin brothers fighting for mustache power or something.
Well, it's a Civil War brother versus brother kind of thing.
Yes. It would be awesome if they were just like, here's our 5 character designs, tell us what you think, and they just pit them against each other.
I kill you, take your mustache, and wear it myself.
And now I have your power!
Double handlebar mustache power is like Ninja Turtle power or something. I don't know.
John, I'll have you know that I was wearing a hat the other day, and I put Anthony's hat on top of it, and he was like, Max Gentleman!
Yes!
Nice.
She just killed the Shredder. Why would you have the Shredder die in the first 3 minutes of the trailer?
Because it's an awesome trailer, and it's 3 minutes of greatness.
And plus, the girl needs a handlebar mustache, too.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Now you had the power.
Yeah, when I first started watching the trailer, I was like, "Wow, is this live action?" And then I was like, "Holy crap, this is not live action!" And it looks so freaking good.
I know it's just a cinematic, but I kind of hope the actual game can live up to this trailer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it can.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone's going to be excited about it, but then if it's not, people are going to be like, "Oh man, more bullshots and stuff."
Shots.
Or bull shots.
What? You never heard
You know,
that
like when
phrase?
I've
Heard that. That's the penny arcade.
Penny arcade thing,
way back.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Why are you laughing at bullshots? Because it could be. It could be like a bullshot trailer. You don't know.
Right.
I love the bullshots of Red Steel.
Those are the best.
When those first came out, even before the Wii was like even shown, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is a new game for the Nintendo 6 system." Everyone's like, "This is amazing!" And then the game came out, and they're like, "Wait a minute,
This is not like that at all.
No.
you lied to me. You lied."
Well, you shouldn't have long to wait. You have a week for E3, and then they'll show it, and probably have a beta in a week after that.
The beta's in the fall. Next year. Next year's beta.
Next year. Okay.
Next year.
That's good.
So we go from BattleCry, which we don't know very much at all, to Battlefield Hardline, which we know pretty much nothing about. It's a cops and robbers kind of thing, developed by Visceral. Nicole, you love Visceral, Dead Space, and all that stuff that they do. What do you think of Battlefield Hardline?
It sounds cool.
Moving
I
on.
guess. Whatever.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm way more impressed by Homefront.
Really?
Yeah, this I'm just like, yeah, okay. Okay, sure, there's another more Battlefields happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, more Battlefield.
It's police and fancy highfalutin.
It's fucking Battlefield Battlefield meets Kane and Lynch. Why would that make me excited?
I don't know, dapper criminals.
Visceral shouldn't be making a Battlefield game. They should be making Dead Space. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're working on Star Wars, aren't they?
Yeah, they're working on Star Wars too.
I'm sure they have.
I don't know where this came from.
Yeah, they got way too much shit going on, dude.
They have too many. Well, number one, Battlefield. I mean, Battlefield 4 has gone through so many problems since it's come out, and now they're going to put another Battlefield game out. God, Backlash is going to be crazy. But yeah, why are they doing another friggin' Battlefield game when Dead Space guys should be making Dead Space?
Yeah, they should definitely be making Dead. I don't know what they're thinking.
I know what they're thinking. They're thinking EA says you need to make this game. We own you.
And they're like, God damn it, why do we sell our souls?
Do you want us to shut you down like Mythic and all the other studios we've killed?
That's depressing.
It is depressing. No, of course, Dead Space 3 did not sell as well as they had hoped either. So that probably doesn't help as to why they got Call of Duty and shoved on map packs and half-ass sequels.
Guys, I just looked up the Bullshot comic, and I'm trying really hard not to cry laughing because it's so funny.
I can't believe she had never heard of Bullshot before.
I know, you go to PAX every year.
I know, dude.
You
I have
worship the very people that created it.
I have a horrible secret. I have only read up to 2004 of Penny Arcade. I started reading it in 2002, and then I read it every day religiously.
Wasn't Bullshot Bullshot was 2005 anyway.
It was way back there.
That was Xbox 360. That was Madden.
That's what I'm saying. I stopped reading Penny Arcade.
Wow, I bow to your memory, Adam.
Is that the first Bullshot ever?
I think I remember it because I think I have it in that one of the books that their compilation.
Oh, their books are good. Yeah, the books.
What the hell are we talking about? Oh, Battlefield.
We digress.
We were talking about Battlefield.
We frequently digress.
I did not care enough, so I was like, no, let's talk about something else. Sorry, guys.
You know what? Battlefield is like the vanilla ice cream of games at this point.
I thought you were gonna say the vanilla ice of games. And
I was gonna say vanilla Coke, but
hey, I love vanilla Coke. You be careful.
Oh, I hate vanilla Coke, but it's kind of plain now. It's almost Call of Duty homogenized at this point. So when they announce a new one, it's like whatever.
Yeah, it's just sort of like I'm like whatever about Battlefield. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let them prove it to me.
Yeah, make
but
me.
Right now, I don't believe them.
It does not interest me in the least.
Yeah.
So if that's the vanilla Coke of the video game industry, what's the Crystal Pepsi?
Why would you even?
No, I'm thinking very hard what this answer could be. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking the worst possible games I can think of to possibly make this.
Kane and Lynch 2, obviously.
Kane and Lynch 2 is like the hangover of games.
Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days.
Throwing up all the time after you're done with it. I don't know, the Crystal Pepsi of games would be some stupid budget first person shooter, like Secret Service or something. I don't know.
With that Redemption, the biker game.
Oh, Ride to Hell, yeah. That's like the Fago of
The tab.
What about Prototype?
Prototype's not that bad.
I thought everyone loves Prototype.
Is horrible. Are you guys on crack?
Prototype is like the Mr. Pibb to Dr. Pepper.
Oh, it's so bad.
Prototype is like the Mr. Pibb to Infamous's Dr. Pepper.
No, Prototype is like generic dollar store.
Yeah, Mr. Pibb ain't that bad. We're talking about like Dr. Thunder or something.
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Salt.
It's Walmart or
Dr.
something.
Pepper. It's awful. It's awful.
It's the Dr. Pepper 10 of.
All right.
Yeah.
Or soda comparisons for the night.
Let us move on to the next, the final pre-E3 announcement we were going to talk about in this episode, and that is Hyrule Warriors, the Dynasty Warriors Zelda mashup that Nintendo and Tecmo are working on. Will any of you buy a Wii U for Hyrule Warriors?
Oh, fuck no.
Not for Hyrule Warriors, no.
Fuck no, not for Hyrule Warriors.
For Zelda, yes. Hyrule Warriors, no.
I wanted to buy it for Mario Kart.
If you had a Wii U, would you buy Hyrule Warriors?
No,
No.
probably not.
Really?
Stand alone.
Just by that one trailer, you've already made your decision.
I don't like Dynasty Warrior games, so just the idea of a Zelda version's like, no, I don't think so. I had my fill after Dynasty Warriors for PSP.
I love the one comment that we have on this article, by the way. Have you guys seen it?
No.
Some dude just wrote the word hype like 700 times in all caps.
Holy crap. He did. Is this guy Mojo Rawley of NXT?
Oh, Adam, you and your wrestling references.
He gets hyped and stays hyped, so.
I just love it. It's like, hype.
So see, some people out there are interested in Hyrule Warriors. Some people. Like me.
Sure.
And Mike sounds pretty interested.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of... I hate to say it, but I kind of like a different take on the whole Zelda franchise. I mean, it's not Wanda Gamelon, but
Yeah. Well, it's a strange one. It's worse. He's hacking and slashing and stuff. It's just kind of those things where you hear it and you're like, what?
I'll take a Zelda God of War mashup where Link's just going around like ripping dudes' heads off.
Having sex with everybody.
Wow.
Having sex with everybody. Rhythm game. Wii U rhythm game.
It's like the Zelda, like on the boat, he gets like Bone Zelda whenever he wants to. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird too. There are lots of other cool ideas they can use Zelda for that would make more sense, but it's like, all right, this seems like a really strange product. Maybe it'll be good. If it's really good, I'll at least maybe, if there's a demo or something and I have a Wii U, I would check it out maybe. But that's people about
there's a demo and I have a Wii U and there's no other games in existence and I'm the last person on Earth.
Yes.
Maybe I'll play it.
If video games are canceled and they'll never make another one again.
I had time now.
By the time I get to go download the demo, like Nintendo's pulled it from the store or something like that. I don't know. Be like that Twilight Zone episode where the guy's all alone on Earth and he's like, finally I have time to read, and his glasses break.
So you didn't notice I just did that like 3 seconds ago?
I like the Twilight Zone references.
I caught it. I caught that reference.
Oh,
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
That's what reminded me of that.
Dude,
is that what he says?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I have time. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm sorry. If you want to talk Twilight Zone, we'll have to record another podcast where I talk about it for like 20 hours straight.
For next time, then. That'll be fun.
For next time on the 20-hour Warp Zone podcast.
we're gonna do a marathon podcast for charity, and just Adam's Twilight Zone
3 hours
corner.
crying.
Adam talks about his favorite obscure Twilight Zone episodes.
Okay, while we're talking about the Twilight Zone, in some strange possible future, Nintendo might take the Mario Kart series and Super Smash Brothers it by adding in all sorts of crazy extra characters. About a week ago, the director, I'm going to totally butcher his name and I apologize, Kazuki Yabuki?
That's pretty close.
That's pretty close? All right. He said, of course, I'm not ruling out the possibility of a Super Smash Bros. Approach to the roster in the future. Maybe it's just me, but would this be the greatest Mario Kart game of all time?
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty cool. If that's so they can get characters from outside.
What would they call it? Nintendo Kart?
Who cares?
No, they can call it Mario Kart. They can just
they'd probably call it Super Smash Kart.
Super Smash Kart.
I don't know. I would stick with Mario Kart, but it'd be awesome if they could get characters outside of their universe, like Sonic, or and who gives a shit about Sonic? But
Well, Sonic's got his own kart racer. No one cares.
I know. Like Solid Snake, he races like in a cardboard box with wheels or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, you're making all my dreams come true.
Come on, I just want to run on a Star Fox and an R-wing on the course. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be pretty
tank
good.
or something. I think they've got so much they could even dive into. What about Captain N? When is he going to come back?
Oh my God, Captain N.
When are they going to make another F-Zero? I mean,
yeah.
Let's not get into that. But
okay, but yeah, Captain N on a flying Game Boy.
That'd be
There you go.
Wouldn't that be the greatest?
Like if they were to do that, they could come up with some really cool stuff. Is Kirby in Mario Kart?
Kirby is not in Mario Kart.
Oh,
Only Mario characters.
Then he could have like a suck up. Can you just like imagine Kirby like sucking up a car and spitting it out?
Yeah, or like Samus Aran in in permanent ball form, just dropping bombs all over the track.
Yes, race just as like friggin' morph ball Samus. That'd be amazing. See, I'd buy a Wii U for that.
Yeah.
Why are we not funding this?
Yeah, Nintendo,
Well,
give us lots of money. We will totally spearhead this whole thing, and it'd be great.
Yes. Yeah,
Nintendo
you owe me like
wants
$10 for my idea about Solid Snake. Come on, pay me up.
We're giving this for free if they actually do it.
Yeah, and we can just sue them later.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
You took my idea.
that I had about your copywritten
But
bullshit.
game that you own, yes.
About your trademark character.
Well, I actually, now that I think about it, making it like Nintendo Kart or something, keeping it Mario Kart like with a subtitle like Nintendo World or something like that. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Actually, be super cool. Just to pull out. They have a lot of characters that they can use from tons of different games, and they can get really obscure too. They could get Kid Icarus. They could bring him in, and
Eggplant Wizard.
sure, why not? The people from Ice Climber, where the hell their names are, I can't remember.
The Mother Brain.
I want to race this Mother Brain. I want to race this Ridley.
Oh my God, y'all, Pokemon.
And Piston Honda.
Isn't it? Don't they already have like a
Piston
Pokemon?
Honda?
That's a weird one,
Yeah, he
dude.
could be. Or Bald Bull. Okay.
What about
Bull.
Soda? What about Soda Popinski? But the only problem is he'd be drunk the whole time. So he'd be like freaking swerving all on the road.
See, there are ideas here. This needs to happen. You have to make this happen.
Well, if you're going all out like this, if you're going to bring in characters from the Smash universe, at least you should do the gameplay elements too. Make it a kart brawler.
Yeah, well, it already
is.
So let's make it worse.
Yeah.
Forget the blue shell. Let's have some other crazy stuff. God,
Bald Bull Charge.
yeah, that'd be awesome. He just speeds up. The Great Tiger disappears. You can't find him.
So
we're
we're going to Punch Out Racing.
Yeah, because it's Mike
That would
Tyson.
be great, too.
Mike
I would play
Tyson's
that.
Punch Out. Yeah. Hell yeah, Punch Out Racing would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Little Mac, he sneaks through all the big guys.
Yeah.
Last Joe always finishes last. Actually, Glass Joe explodes on the first turn, and he's gone. Mike Tyson goes around the track 80 times in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, we got a winner here.
Yeah. Let's put that one on. Write that one down and put a big C with a circle around it.
Let's kickstart that.
Yeah. Okay, well, going from games that we really wish existed to games that actually do exist but aren't going to exist for longer than we thought. I totally screwed that up, but a whole bunch of games just got delayed over the last couple of days. Batman Arkham Knight, The Order 1886, Quantum Break. I'm probably missing a few. They all got delayed to 2015. Mike, what do you think this is going to do? Wake up, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think this is going to do to the fall gaming, rush?
It's going to do absolutely nothing, and I'm glad that it's being delayed because that makes it better, and that also gives me more time to play Evolve.
Well, I'm more concerned. As long as the games are good from the delay, then it's fine. I don't really care. I mean, this fall looks like there's probably going to be some decent games out there. So even if they're small indie games, I can handle that. I'm not one of those kind of people who doesn't think much of indie games. I can handle delays. Batman 1 was a bummer, though. Batman was a bummer.
Sucks.
I heard that, and I'm like, no. The Order was a bummer, too, but I actually didn't think it was coming out this year anyway.
Really? I figured out of all of those, I figured The Order was going to be Sony's big exclusive for this year.
It just didn't seem... That's because they have The Last Guardian. It just didn't seem far long enough.
Don't make us laugh.
Oh, Adam.
I know. I'm such a sucker. It didn't seem far enough along. So I'm like, probably not coming.
Yeah. Seems to be par for the course, too. This always happens. A lot of great games are always delayed until January, February.
Well, I
But it
mean,
seems like
I'm
it's
fine with
happening
that.
quite a lot worse this year.
it used to be they were all afraid of Call of Duty, so they would stay away.
Mm-hmm.
But Call of Duty's not the powerhouse it used to be, so they're not as scared. But it's still like, are there things that we don't know yet that they're like, oh crap, we need to delay the game? That's my first thing that came to mind was, do they know about any secrets that they're like, oh, we should delay this or we're going to get crushed? Not that Batman would have gotten crushed. Batman, I honestly think they just weren't ready because that game would have sold a zillion copies anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like we were talking about last time, there's Rockstar's secret game is coming out this fall.
Agent?
Yeah, Agent. It's going to be Agent.
That's
It's going to be Agent. I'm telling
It's
you.
got to be Agent, yes. Starring Cole Phelps from L.A. Noire. He didn't die at the end.
wow.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I wanted to play
Spoiler
that.
alert,
Thank
bro.
you.
Come on,
Oh.
Adam.
It's a noir. What do you expect happens?
That's true.
Also, it's been out for a while.
It's been out for 2 years, 3 years. Forget it. Yeah, Batman hurt though. I'm like, no.
That gives
'Cause
me
that was-
time to play the last two games that I haven't
Yeah.
played yet because
Yeah.
I haven't played the last two Batman.
I haven't finished Origins yet. Batman was interesting because it was only for new systems. It wasn't on PS3 and 360s. I was really excited to see how that would work. So the delay to next year is like, man, I was bummed.
I'm cool with it.
You're cool with it.
I'm cool with it, but I'm not happy about it.
I've got a
Right,
million
yeah.
games in my backlog. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bring on the
I do too.
delays.
Yeah.
I do too. But it's still like, I think this will be the last year of that though. Next year probably be a little more focused. At the very least, next year is going to be awesome.
What, with Batman, The Order, Quantum Break, Halo 5, Mortal Kombat X,
And things that haven't been announced yet. Probably massive.
Guardian,
the next Call of
Agent.
Duty, Final Fantasy 15.
Probably. What? Did you say Final Fantasy 15?
Come on, it's got to come out sooner or later.
Yeah, sure, when Hell freezes over.
Yeah,
It-
2015.
It might. Actually, it probably will. Kingdom Hearts is probably like 2020 or something.
No, I thought Kingdom Hearts was way sooner than that. Isn't it next year? The year after?
Probably Uncharted 4 next year. It's gonna be pretty
Oh
good.
God, don't say
I'm still kind of holding out hope that E3 they'll come out and go, yeah, it's coming out this year.
I would die.
Why did you?
I
why
would
do you
die.
Why do you think we delayed the order, guys? Come on.
I would die. There would be death.
I know.
Very
It-
interesting to think
clean me
about,
up.
Adam.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they
Maybe
knew
they'll
ahead
give
of
out
time.
copies of Uncharted 4 at the Sony movie thing.
Now you're streaming.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
No.
am-
Huh?
Dream come true.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, well, the clock is ticking, so we have to
Go.
get towards the... Yes, the clock is ticking.
Go.
So really
Three
quick.
predictions?
Really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, one prediction and one thing you would not expect to see at all. Adam, go.
Prediction is Sony's got at least 2 games that we don't know about that they're going to show that make up for the delays and make people freaking out. Of course, I think one of them was Project Beast, but anyway, I think they got a couple surprises. And for crazy, they would come out and announce like Fallout 4. That would make me die.
That'd be pretty crazy.
That would
All
be
right,
pretty
Mike,
crazy.
Mike, go.
My prediction: Nintendo's going to announce Shovel Knight is being released next week as a surprise
Oh,
because they better.
Is that a threat?
Yeah,
sounds
an
like a
empty
threat.
threat. Oh yeah, and then out of left field, Punch Out Cart.
I don't have time to create a design doc, dude. Sorry.
All right, Nicole, go. Prediction.
Last Guardian.
Is that the prediction that you're out of left field?
Prediction.
Could be both.
Prediction.
What's your out of
You know
left
what?
field?
You know what?
Dead
You know what?
Space.
It works
Dead
both ways.
Space. Dead Space 4 is you're out of left field.
Yeah, but Visceral's so busy.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
shut up. A girl can dream.
Yeah.
I really miss Isaac Clarke. I still gotta play the DLC from 3. Maybe
That's
I'll
pretty
play
good.
that.
I still got to play 2 and 3.
Dude, 2 is the bomb.
2 is awesome.
Okay, well, since
All right, John, what's yours?
since all of you pretty much ignored Nintendo. Well, actually, Mike said Punch Out Cart. Prediction is going to be Zelda for the Wii U, and out of left field, it's going to be New Star Fox.
Oh,
Right? New Star Fox? Isn't that
That's a
going to
good
be... Wouldn't everyone love that?
Depends on
No,
what it is.
don't care.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's Star Fox Adventures 2, then no, probably not.
yeah. If it's 60, if it's anything like 64, then yeah.
Is it a flight game? Yes. Is it an adventure game? Oh God, stop.
You guys are no fun.
No,
You all hate fun.
no, I don't.
I do.
Me and fun have a complex relationship.
Okay, I'm going to sneak in one. That was the end of the continue countdown because that was our 9 things. But I'm going to sneak in one more. Earlier this week, I'm not sure actually who announced it, but whoever dug up all
Yeah, I
the ET.
announced it.
You announced it. Whoever dug up all the ET cartridges said that they were going to sell some of them to the public. How much would all of you pay for an ET cartridge?
A quarter.
A quarter?
Quarter?
History! Was in a landfill. It's historic garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how they're going to
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're cleaning them.
Yeah, they're gonna clean them. They're gonna mount them up nice.
I don't know.
It comes with a certificate. Authenticity.
What? We found this in some hole in the ground? I mean,
I see what you did there.
number one, I don't even have anything to play it on anymore, so it'd be like worthless. So I don't even have a 2600.
But then if you take it out of the pack, it's just not worth anything.
It's just a symbol, Adam. It's not.
Then I'm collecting baseball cards again. You know.
You know what? I'd probably pay $30, upwards of probably $30 for one. I'm sure they're gonna overprice them to hell, but
yeah.
Plus,
yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get my hands on one. A, because they're only gonna have like 700 for sale, and B, they're gonna be charging way more than I'd ever be willing to pay.
Yeah.
Until nobody buys them, then they'll cut the price. But yeah.
No, are you kidding? There's easily 700 lunatics out there who would pay like $500 for this.
I wouldn't go that high.
Yeah, probably Nolan Bushnell from probably go buy them all.
We'll buy them all. He'll be like, no, you cannot know my secret shame.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to get one of those things. I have Pitfall autographed by David Crane, so
that's cool.
It'd go great.
That's
next
amazing.
To that.
I met that guy. He was awesome. Actually, I met Nolan Bushnell. He's really a cool guy, and I take back what I just said because he's awesome. Sorry, Nolan. in case you're listening to our podcast.
And yeah, the off chance.
You're a great dude.
He's the hype guy. He's
the hype guy.
He's really hyped about Zelda.
Hype.
He doesn't get hype. He stays hype, man.
Gets hype. Hype. I just want a shirt that says hype 150 times.
You know what?
There isn't one?
Now that we are at the end of this continue kind of, I think that is a great place to stamp our initials on this episode. 3 H's for hype. Go for it.
Triple H, another wrestling reference.
That's good. Right.
We're gonna Triple H this one.
We're gonna bury this episode.
Is Triple H the one who used to say "suck it"?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, everything is appropriate right now.
Triple H is also the guy who has the shovel who buries guys. So that's
awesome. All right, sweet.
Too much wrestling.
Too much E3.
Too much E3. E3 is coming next week. After we all, get overloaded on E3, we'll be back for an E3 overview episode.
I know E3 is like candy for us.
Yeah, it is.
Candy to a kid. We're going to have E3 diabetes. I don't know where that was going.
I don't know.
I think that's going to bed. That's where that's going.
Yeah, yes. I'm beat.
We're done. Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.